Oh man, let me get my banner up. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. All right, got a deal up here. I don't know if it's a deal or not. Let's look at it. See what we see. Mm, Ooh, big pictures. Yeah. So it's got. I mean, look. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. When I look at these pictures, I don't see anything wrong. I see a perfect rent house at this point in time. The carpet's clean. This is the only troublesome part that I see because I know what's happening here. You see, this holds water right here. All this, these gutters need to be cleaned out. This holds water. It don't probably come back inside the house, but when it rains, and it rains a lot in Houston, I mean, this might slope away, but let's see. They got it out for 145. Okay, so this thing's at 145. If y'all are interested in this deal, here's the wholesaler's numbers that sent it out to you. You can see what the rental comps are. I mean, if this thing will rent for 1950 and you're buying it for 145, I mean, you could burr into this thing most likely. I just don't like this wood. I don't like the siding. I don't know if the whole house looks like this. So let's click on it and see what the rest of the pictures look like. See what we come up with. Um, I mean, this thing ain't in bad shape. It's just not. I mean, a $40 ceiling fan here in this room looks completely different. This is just, I mean, as far as a rent house goes, looks pretty. It's got this nice high ceiling. I wouldn't go in with a rehab mentality on this one, and I would be hotel or rental. I wouldn't want to have to scrape all this popcorn and all the rest of this shit that I can see. That's just me personally. But let's peek around. I don't know the flood history of this house. It's a Houston area house. So I always need to know. It's got a gas hot water heater. That's cool. Whatever the fuck this painting is looks permanent. It's got popcorn. Popcorn could have asbestos in it. This tile looks in good shape though. I mean, flooring overall in the house and all the pictures I can see, this thing looks solid. I don't know why it came out on a price reduction. I didn't see it the first time it came around, but it looks like something that a landlord would want to own. Kitchen is, I mean, it's just typical kitchen. You can put granite in for price, but I don't know why you'd want to. Um, Especially if you're gonna hold it as a rental. Not bad, not bad. Somebody drives a Ford. Maybe that's a Chevy. Can't really tell. Um, I mean, overall, the house ain't in terrible condition. I don't know if they're trying to hide something. Looks like it's got a little washroom next to the bathroom. It's got the little your little private shitter off to the side. That's cool. Washroom. Bathroom's not in bad shape. I mean, not in bad shape at all. This is 70s build, so um, pretty normal, but it's clean. I mean, it's not all beat up. And this house ain't in bad shape at all. I saw a sneak. Yeah, look at this. Where the fuck that is? Carpet in the bathroom. That's a little weird, but this ain't a bad looking house. Toilet paper's not the right way, but can't hold that against them. It said it's on 10,000 square foot lot. It seems kind of big. 17, 1800 square foot house. Let's rock along. I mean, pictures don't look bad. Let's go to Propelio, see what the comps are. So this is the subject property right here. On the other side, somebody flipped one. It's got a pool. Same year. It's a much bigger house, much bigger, like 1,000 square foot bigger, 4 bedroom, 3 bath. But it's completely flipped and it's been on the market for 91 days. So when I'm looking at this, I don't like seeing that a clean vacant flip has been on the market for 91 days and is still active. Okay. One of the things we learned the other day was pending versus active. Whenever you're doing your due diligence, should always look at the pending sales in the property versus or in the neighborhood versus the active listings. But this, I mean, whatever this quartz or whatever it is, I mean, this is your typical. I don't want to say high end flip because not really, but it's your typical flip these days. Color scheme, the tile, I mean, everything is pretty much what you see. See, they didn't do anything in the ceiling. Um, Docked them a few points for that on their flip. Would have took a little bit longer to knock that off and just put the same texture on it, but they didn't. But this is completely. I mean, they even staged it. They did a good job, probably. I mean, I'm not there, but it's not bad. You got your master shower, you got a master bath. I mean, it's what people want, and it's been on the market for 91 days. So that's why I wouldn't go this strategy. Earlier, whenever I was evaluating it, you know, I'm looking at this, I'm underwriting it as a rental, and I'm going to try to just buy it and sell it as is. Now, let me show you why I came to that conclusion. So you see these other properties. I want to see what the worst thing that sold, and I'm going to go. Oh, no, I'm going to go just right here. I mean, I'm not even going to come over here because this over here, it's got a little fancy little water. I'm just going here, right here. Okay, and I'm barely going to cross this road. And I want to show y'all because this one here is on the market for 190. It's active. It's been on the market for 242 days. And it's a bigger house too. Let's look at it. It's dated. It don't have the tile. It don't have a lot. It's got that, but it's not terrible. It's got the same countertops, same everything. For mica countertops here, I'm gonna dock it a little bit for that. I mean, but it's listed for 190. It's a 4.2, and it's been on the market for 242 days. This might be a bad idea. We might have to get this at a little bit better discount than what they've got it out for. And the pink on the room. This house is clean enough. You would think it would sell. So there's that one. But let's look right here. This one, this $218,000 one, sold in 40 days. It's a smaller house, 4.2. It's not fancy on the inside. It sold. When did it sell? Sold 2019, last part of 2019. So it's pre-Rona. It's not fancy. Not fancy. But I mean, it's definitely not completely remodeled. I mean, they might have done a little bit of work to help this thing sell. Put a very light rehab on it. That one sold for 218. This one sold for 205. It's not. It's it's a mixture. They painted it for mica countertops, tile backsplash, double oven though. But otherwise, it's still dated. I mean, days on market 7. That's crazy, and it sold in 2019. That I mean, this neighborhood's making less and less sense to me. A little bit of paint, but otherwise they didn't do much to this house. 185, 2,500 square foot house. It was listed for 199, sold for 185 in 42 days. Sometimes it can be the seller. This one's very dated. I looked at this one earlier. It's just a typical house from that time period. But the thing that these houses have going for them, that the subject house that we're looking at, is that the outside of these, you can see. I mean, they look a lot better on the outside. Ours kind of looks like a I don't know, it looks like prison sex out there. We're using Propelio to pull these comps, guys. 232. It's got a pool. It is, I mean, not updated, but I mean, it's been painted. It's been well taken care of. Got that brick wall. I love that brick wall. You know, um, maybe granite. It's like kind of granite. It is granite. It's got a weird look to it. Looks like it's got like a cap on it, so it is granite, but some sort of slate, something other. This house is nice. It's got a little modern feel to it with the paint scheme. So that's cool. It sold for 232. This is the one that I looked at though. This is the one that sold the least amount, and it's a 5-bed, 3-bath, 3,362 square foot house. It sold in 13 days, and it was in the worst shape by far of all of them. See, this house sold. That's a lot bigger house. Why is ours so small? Let me go back and look, make sure I'm thinking of this property right. But you see how ugly this thing is? So when I underwrote this deal, like my offer, I text them back. I text them back a 122 offer. Of course, that's sight unseen, but that's based on this 175 comp. Because you see this ugly ass 175 comp that sold for, it was listed for 215, but it sold for 175 in 13 days. That's ultimately my goal. My goal when I'm doing this deal, if I buy this thing, so if I take, I'm trying to buy it at 70% of ARV. If I think it's going to sell for 175, I take 175 and I hit divided by points or 175 times 0.7, I get 122,000.5. And so that's what my offer was on this particular property. I'm going to go back and show you all the cats that you need to get a hold of to buy this. I mean, look at this ugly ass room right here. It's got pink carpet, a pink wall, and this thing sold in 13 days. When I seen this comp right here, I was like, oh yeah, the subject property can sell too. Of course, once I dove into the details, looking at some of the other ones, days on market, the ones on there for 242, bigger house, but you got a deal like this that sold for 13. It says no flooding right there. 13 days. I mean, that would be my goal with this property. Would be to buy it, clean it up. This ugly dated motherfucker right here sold in 13 days. Let's go look at the subject property. Let's see. Yeah, it's 2,700 square foot. 4-bed, 2.5 bath. Built in 71. And I haven't seen the other outside pictures, but I feel like this house is clean enough that you could wholesale it straight up. I think you got to be flexible on your price, but I think you can get into this thing for little to no money. Obviously, we're going to loan off of appraisal, but I think it'll be fine. I mean, based on this one comp right here, this one's 600 square foot bigger that taking account, but look at how shitty this one is. It is garbage. So, I really feel like if the subject property didn't flood, and let me get back to that email so y'all can reach out to these guys. There's number right here. We got Ritas and Alex. I don't know how I ended up on the buyer's list, but they're trying to move this property. Honestly, I mean, if they take my offer, I might be shooting myself in the foot. I might not get to do this particular deal, but I'm not going to call it a slam dunk because I hadn't seen it in person, but I like my chances with these pictures and what we've seen as far as comps. I mean, 13 days on market. This is an ugly ass house. This thing is ugly. And this one is comparably ugly. So if you're in the Houston area, you might go check this property out. Might give old Alex and Radius a call and give us a shot at the lending, R2R at jetlending.com for all your Texas lending needs. It's been going around at the bottom of the screen. Kind of broke it down, pulled up some comps. I mean, these rough estimates. We're going to loan off of appraisal. You're going to have some cash reserves. But, I've already offered on this house. I offered 122.5. So if you offer 123, you're going to beat me. But, this is a deal that I feel like is clean enough. And I wouldn't have came live on Facebook. I was about to go home. I wouldn't have came live. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. If you're watching on Facebook, thank you. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube, please go subscribe to my YouTube. But, this deal, when I seen this comp right here, I was like, man, somebody's going to make some money with this property. Like, somebody can hit a leg. Call these guys, see what's up. Thanks for your support. Deuces.